What's up, guys? Doug here, Doug's Fish Tanks. I haven't made a video in a long time, and for that I do apologize. But I'm trying to get back into my tanks. I got a little burned out. They took, they take a lot of energy and a lot of time and effort to maintain them and keep them looking nice. And so it gets real easy to, procrastinate and start, oh, I'll do that water change later. But that's what I kind of did, and my stuff started dying, and then I wasn't making videos just because I was embarrassed to even show the tanks. But this tank's finally starting to come back some. If you check out my older videos, man, this tank was crazy with the amount of plants and stuff I had in it. A lot of them started dying off, and so I ripped out the big Amazon swords because I didn't like they were just taking up the whole tank, and I felt like there wasn't even any swimming room for the fish. So I got kind of frustrated with them and got rid of them. I'm planting some new plants. I started running CO2 again. I didn't run CO2 for probably about 6 months. I think that's one of the reasons why everything started dying. But yeah, I just wanted to make a quick video, show you guys what's going on. Give a few pointers here, because now that I've had this thing running for about a year and a half, I wanted to kind of give you guys some advice to help you out whenever you're first setting up a tank. One of the things I would recommend, the black sand that I used to cap the dirt looked awesome for like the first month or two. Now it's just so hard to keep clean. You can see how much crap's just laying on the bottom, and it's just so hard to keep it looking nice that if I had it to do over again, I don't think I would use sand. Definitely not black sand. And I tried white sand in a tank one time, and that didn't work out either. So I wouldn't use sand again. I would use just regular gravel. It even, if it starts to look dirty, it still looks nicer than, this crap. But, which actually, let me ask you guys something. Do you guys know anything that will eat this crap that's on the bottom? I know they have, like, plecos that eat, like, driftwood and stuff. I mean, is there some kind of a fish or a shrimp or something that I'm not thinking about that would eat this, like, dead plant matter that's on the ground? If there is, leave me a comment. Let me know. I'm getting kind of desperate here. I also have a pretty bad hair algae outbreak right now. I need to get some like ghost shrimp or something. But the tank's still up and running. I don't have that many fish. I've got a couple of festivums in here. I don't know why they're hiding down there, like underneath the driftwood for some reason. But they might be spawning, actually. They've tried to spawn 2 or 3 times now. A couple times the babies actually got waterborne, but then they just disappeared. I don't know, something in the tank's probably eating them. But the other thing I wanted to tell you guys is I have officially lost my infatuation with the LED lights. At first I loved them. I thought they were like the greatest thing ever. If I had to do it over again, I would just, take your guys' advice. You guys tried to tell me not to waste money on LED lights, and yeah, I mean, these 2 light strips were about $400 a piece, so that's like $800 in lights. And the lumens that they output is pretty much equal to 1 T5 high output each, so this is basically the same as having 2 T5 high outputs. Plus the PAR and the Lux I just don't think are near strong enough. It just doesn't penetrate deep enough in the water. Anytime I try to grow like a foreground plant or something, it just doesn't get enough light down there. The plan is to upgrade this light. I'm probably going to go to a quad T5 high output setup, which is probably way overkill for this light, or for this tank. But I want to try to start growing some more lower plants. That was one thing that I was going to try to cover up this stuff, was to start like a carpet of like baby tears or something, and see if I could get some light down into that. The other big plan that I have is I picked up a 75-gallon tank, which I'm still trying to piece together, stand and filtration and stuff like that for. But what I'm going to do is put these LED lights on that, use that tank as my African cichlid tank, and put the new lights on this, and then my 40 breeder that I have African cichlids in, I'm going to turn into a saltwater tank, because I've kind of been wanting to do a saltwater tank again. But yeah, so that's pretty much the plans, and that's pretty much what I wanted to let you guys know. And I'm going to try to make some update videos as I get this tank up and running again, try to restore it to to its former glory. But yeah, thanks for watching, and rate, subscribe, comment.